It's happening, guys. Spidey versus Electro. The showdown is upon us. And joining me today for this final part, his fellow Spidey enthusiast, Noel McDavid. Welcome back to the Let's Play.
What is up, Connor? Thank you for having me, man. Oh, I love this freaking I'm already having nostalgia trips. This is awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here. Like, you notice that his laugh is kind of very childlike. He's like, like it's just.
Yeah, it totally is. It reminds me more of like corn than like anything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Super like childish slash demonic.
Yeah. And like, you know, as well as that, Electro, he's probably like more the menacing type maybe compared to Doc Ock from the first game when you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember as a child always getting like super conflicted over the fact that there are like two electric themed bosses. Like we've got Electro, but we've also got Shocker, you know, which of course isn't here, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I always wondered the thought process behind that and what what differentiates them the most.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, you know, as well as that, Electro as well was one of the original enemies, guys, from the 60s actually. He was actually in the 60s cartoon of Spider-Man 2 as well. So he's definitely probably like, you know, like Shocker's probably more the modern day compared to Electro. And like, you know, Electro probably tries from the more electricity side of things, you know what I mean? Compared to like Shocker.
That's a good.
Yeah, I think like Shocker's kind of like, you know, he manufactured it more so.
Definitely.
So guys, I know I may not be doing the boss battle the best here, but I'm trying to do this last part of balance of like talking about the boss and also exploring other things for the level too. You know what I mean?
I mean, you have a lot more health than he does, so I think you're doing great.
Thank you, Noel. Thank you.
I think you're killing it.
There you go. That's the first time, by the way, guys, I have not been knocked off by the electricity. Ever.
That's awesome. New picture.
New picture and new costume unlocked as well. There we go. Let's play it straight away.
I have to get this someplace safe while they're fighting.
Give me the jewel, Spider-Man! Give me the jewel, or this one dies!
Okay, how about a trade?
Throw the jewel and I'll send the doc. I can fry her before she ever reaches you.
Let's hope you're wrong, Electro.
Check. Mate.
Huh? Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hang on, that's Gulp's Overlook. What's it doing here?
What? That's wild.
Goes from one side to the other.
Oh man, that was intense.
Did we get the license plate of that lightning bolt that struck me? Where's Electro?
He left. I'm not sure where to.
I think I might have an idea. I'm coming, Electro. Your power play ends tonight.
Tonight, Electro dances with the gods!
Well, that was electrifying anyway.
That is very interesting.
Yeah. Hey, Max. Here you are. I missed you, man.
Man.
Now, one thing we have to say off the bat, this boss battle, guys, was actually supposed to take place on the World Trade Center, aka the Twin Towers, but it had to be cut given what happened with 9/11. So we would have had to have the web slinged all the way to the other side instead of having this one big platform, which Which would have been cool. Like, I don't know, Noel, what do you think of that
First, I
the
had to
change?
disable the capacitors along the side.
Yeah, so actually, I didn't
If
even
Electro
know about
doesn't
that
flash,
until you
fry me
told me
first.
that. Surprisingly, I did not know it was originally supposed to take place on the 20th. It definitely would change, you know, I feel like it would change the dynamic and the setup a lot. Did they just make this platform up, or did they base it off of another building?
I think they basically like, to my knowledge, they now they actually had to change it up. Like, they had to pull copies back. So basically, like, they accept like so basically now we have this walkway instead. Like,
Okay.
yeah, compared to like what you would have
A lightning staff.
where basically, like, in first originally you would have to jump then web swing over to that tower, which you need to do because otherwise, guys, he'll just keep recharging his health.
See, I feel like if it had kept the original setup, it would probably be even harder because web swinging on this game, let's be honest, is not the easiest.
Yeah,
And you crawl kind of slow too if you aim low or whatever. I feel like that would intensify things a lot,
yeah,
which
definitely, yeah,
yeah, which could be a bit stressful.
yeah, exactly.
Make Electro vulnerable.
So basically, we have to get Electro to hit the sides here,
Electro's invulnerable in his
and
lightning
then
form.
like you can't do it in his lightning form.
Avoid electrified mines.
Yes, we should avoid electrified mines, Spidey. Let's avoid Shocker, like, from now on forever. Like, let's not bump into him again. Ow.
I have to be honest, the only superhero that I ever really truly cared for was Spider-Man. I'm not like a big superhero buff. It's really just Spider-Man for me.
Yeah.
But then I feel like with what little bit I know about other superheroes, I still feel like Peter Parker is just the funniest superhero there is. He's just got the best
Power
humor.
up from a
Exactly,
broken
yeah.
tower, Electro.
Yeah, let's see how you power up Electro. Oh, look at that, it broke.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm like Noel. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I'm not that. I'm kind of more indifferent to the like Batman, Superman, those characters. Really,
Same.
like,
Yeah.
I'll kind of watch them. I'll watch them like when they have a film come out, but like I wouldn't say like I'm one of those people that like if it's a bad movie, it's a bad movie sort of thing. I don't like get like hot-headed over it. Like, it's not like Spider-Man where it's like I'm really wanting to be good sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
like, with Spider-Man 3, for example, which was a bit disappointing, but stuff went on there. And what I want to talk about actually is the Spider-Man Homecoming film, which makes total sense also to bring it up here because Electro was one of the villains in that film. Now, personally,
Yeah.
I think like that Electro came across really well. I think he actually came across better in the film than he did in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I agree. I kind of feel that way kind of about the Amazing Spider-Man movies in general. Like, they were all right. I didn't hate them. Don't get me wrong. I didn't hate them, but the characters, even all the way down to Andrew Garfield, I feel like it all felt a lot more. Maybe it was for nostalgic purposes. I don't know, but it just felt more well put together this time. Like, it really felt more fitting. It just felt like it fit better.
Exactly, yeah. I would agree with that too. And nothing against like Andrew Garfield and other ones. Or Tom Holland, just Toby.
This goes to show that good wins because evil is dumb.
That's what we're talking about, guys, with the best humor. But yeah, just like Toby is like my favorite. He always will be. Like, I just think that the way the films were done, the way the characters came across, I just felt like Sam Raimi, the way he directed the films, they just hit the sweet spot compared to like the other films. Like, I think Tom Holland has done a good job as Spider-Man. I'll say that now. I think he has done a very good job. But like I think Toby's films just had something that the other two just don't, like, sort of thing. And like Garfield, I think this is a good way to describe it. I think Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker, Garfield as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because there is no better Peter Parker than Tobey Maguire. Like, that's a good point. I like that because you can see like other good Spider-Man people, but you can't really you can't pinpoint Parker unless you see Tobey Maguire. Like that's
Yeah.
I can't picture anybody else as Peter Parker, you know?
Exactly, yeah. I just figure as well the way they went with Andrew Garfield's one, they made Peter Parker cool, and that for me was just like Peter Parker's not cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I completely agree. Like I get that like Garfield was still a little like awkward and stuff, but he was still his image just didn't fit nerdy.
Exactly.
Even when he was his image didn't match that, you know.
Exactly. Whereas like Tom Holland kind of has a good balance between looking like Spider-Man and looking like Peter Parker.
Yeah, definitely. I would say like if I had to pick, obviously Tom Holland would be my second favorite for Spider-Man. And then I would put Andrew Garfield as third, not in a like I said, not in a I hate him way, because I don't. I just don't prefer him, I guess, as Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the exactly, like, you know, like Andrew Garfield, like, you know, like the films, they happened, and it's just more personal preference thing, really, like, you know, that sort of thing. I think just another thing I just say, like, just looking at the films, they just didn't hit the sweet spot compared to, like, say, the other ones. That's all, like, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I will say with The Amazing Spider-Man, I do think Emma Stone did wonderfully as Gwen Stacy. I think that was a very good cast for Gwen Stacy. Yeah. And it was cool getting to see Gwen Stacy versus Mary Jane, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's the best thing I can really say about those movies.
Yeah. And we love Spider-Man Homecoming as well. You
know. Yes, absolutely. That hit me in the feels in a billion different ways.
That was just beautiful. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it was very nostalgic, but it also it brought so much with it too.
Yeah.
For Tom Holland's character, that was very heavy.
Yeah.
And emotional, you know.
Exactly, yeah. And like I hit all the sweet notes, you know. You know, Noel, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Somewhat, right?
Exactly, yeah. Somewhat a scientist, you know. I'm a scientist, not a Ghost Rider friend or foe. Bio Nexus device and Zeus's tear destroyed by Spider-Man. Mighty Four saves city from Electro Menace, and hang on a second. There was no Four in that fight. Excuse me.
What is happening?
I mean, typical J. Jonah Jameson.
Gosh darn it. He's such a...
he is one of those. He's also shaved a mustache too.
Yeah.
Like, Four was actually supposed to appear in this boss battle, but had to be cut, unfortunately.
Oh, I didn't know that either. See, you have all the cool trivia that I actually didn't know about, so teaching me stuff.
Oh, yeah. Education at its finest. But there's a lot of things had to be cut from that boss battle, which we'll get on just after this cutscene.
What the? Now what's this all about? Ugh, I need a new agent.
You certainly do, Spidey, like.
That's a comment.
Full house, aces over kings. I win again.
Are you talking about Spider-Man or yourself, Hammerhead?
I was never any good at poker.
No, so close, so close! If it weren't for Spider-Man, I'd be a god now! Would you shut up? No. You know any other games? All I know is poker.
Nah, but maybe they know a few. Hey, you guys know how to play Go Fish?
Isn't that so cool, guys, that you see all the enemies that are in jail now, side by side?
Doesn't that make you wish there was a third?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I think as I was saying in the last part, actually, that at the time of this game, you know, they basically like the PS2 was the priority. I know they want to probably focus more on the PlayStation 2 game, the movie tie-in. So, like, you know, you can understand why maybe this game maybe didn't have many changes to it, or maybe didn't have all the improvements it could have done. But you know, it's still a brilliant game. Like, you know,
I could swear
I definitely recommend anyone play that.
Well, that brings me to my next question, Connor. I don't know if you want to tell your viewers this or not, so if you don't want to answer, that's okay. But
Oh.
this
All right.
sounds
That's
way
coming
more
straight out of your
suspicious
security
sounding
deposit.
of a question than it really is. But do you plan on doing a playthrough of the Spider-Man PlayStation 2 games, like the Spider-Man movie games? Is that something that you're considering for your?
That has something that has crossed my mind, and I would say at some point they will make an appearance on the channel, but not as a next Let's Play. It will happen at some point, but not. Maybe if 6 months, maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see actually, because there's other avenues next I want to go down.
Yes, nice texture.
Nice.
Contrast.
Well, I would love for you to bring me back when that time comes, because those games are also very freaking awesome and nostalgic as well.
Yeah, exactly. Will do. Absolutely will do as well.
Maybe more of them.
Like
I should look around.
And as well as that, like guys, stay tuned as well for me and Noel's trilogy race that we've been doing on fun runs, and stay tuned for that as well over the next while.
Milestones when you can web swing.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna be swinging into buildings and falling off of things, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, well, your costume will not be in shreds like Spidey's costume is now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll probably have some wacky costume on because I love to use the alternate costumes.
Oh yeah, Ben C. Riley, Spidey armor, you know, Spider Carnage,
Symbiote, 100%.
Exactly, yeah.
I dig that one.
Oh yeah, exactly. This is actually, you get the same reward for that actually, for being in this game actually, the Venom suit.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think as well, like with what do you think? How do you think the other villains actually came across in the new film? Actually, the return of Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman.
Oh, see, Doc Ock, I have a special soft spot for Doc Ock because, man, you can't help but feel bad for him because he doesn't mean, which a lot of the enemies don't technically mean to be mean. I know it's like science that usually causes it and like accidents, but I feel like Doc Ock is one of those cases where he really like is genuinely a good person and he just kind of got screwed, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So seeing him not only come back but like redeem himself like he did in the movie was like probably my favorite thing to happen in the movie, to be honest.
Oh yeah, defo.
That was pretty awesome to see. So
yeah, it really was. I always felt like of all the villains, especially like of the say original villains, him and Sandman of the Tobey Maguire films were probably the least liked villains because, like, as you know, Doc Ock wanted to make things better, where Sandman was just a tragic accident. Whereas Venom wanted revenge, Norman Osborn as Green Goblin wanted power, couldn't handle being, you know, number 2, number 3, number 4, and you know, and like Max Dillon in this one, he was another one, a bit of an accident happened to him. Like, I think that they kind of portrayed that well actually in the ending scenes.
Yeah, definitely, and seeing, you know, he was a victim of bullying, so seeing that he handled that as wanting to kind of become the bully instead of, you know, he definitely handled it what we would consider the wrong way, but that obviously that revenge, again, it was like vengeance with him that drove his evil tendencies, which you can have compassion for. It's understandable, but like, don't murder people.
Yes, and certainly don't electrify them either. Too either, and of course Lizard. I've also mentioned Lizard as well. Actually, thought Lizard came across as quite villainous actually in the new film too.
Yeah, which kind of shocked me because I always saw Dr. Connors as like kind of like Doc Ock. Like, I always kind of felt bad for him because he was just trying to heal himself. And he seemed like a decent person when he wasn't, you know, in lizard form.
Yeah, before the tragic accident. But yeah, I think Lizard, was a decent person too. Yeah, Kirk Connors like as well.
For sure. So
yeah, it's going to special now. There we go. I have the Venom suit.
Yes! Man, that's awesome. I love it.
It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yeah,
Dangerous.
Sorry, go on.
I said dangerous but beautiful.
Exactly. Interesting combination. Let's have a look
Absolutely.
at some of the comics we collected here, just to show them off. The Amazing Spider-Man 4, the first appearance of William Baker, the villain known as Sandman, or as we've known better in the films as Flint Marko. After a few unsuccessful attempts to take him down, the ever ingenious Spider-Man traps the unstoppable Sandman using an ordinary shop vacuum. Ooh.
That's awesome.
I actually didn't know, actually. The rebirth of Electro after Light the Night, Electro has devised a scheme to regain his lost powers with the help of the villain Delilah, and the crime lord Rose. He straps himself into an electrical chair, and when the switch is pulled, Electro is reborn. Ooh.
Intense.
That is intense indeed. So that is it for the Let's Play. I want to give a big shout out, by the way, to Kevin Cullen. Kevin has commented on all these videos, and I really do appreciate it. So Kevin, a big shout out to you. Thank you for commenting on all these parts. It really, really does mean the world. And so that is it for the Let's Play here. The next Let's Play, guys, will be A Bug's Life, which is a Disney game. I would get some guest commentators on for that, maybe like Noel, Lucas Bolton. Hoping to get Crystal Fisher back in for that Let's Play as well. So that should be a good Let's Play.
Nice. That's exciting.
Thank you very much. Exciting time. Stay tuned for Autism and Me. Stay tuned for our trilogy race. Please also watch the Games Race Awfully edition of Spider-Man, the original. We did a race of that. We did 2 groups. And thank you to my guest, Noel McDavid. Check out her channel. You're welcome back anytime, Noel.
Absolutely, Connor. Thank you for having me. I've had a blast.
Anytime. I had a blast too. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let's Play. Have a great day, and see you all soon. Goodbye.
Bye.